What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Metal Maniacs podcast. I'm Jay Ingersoll.
What up, Jay? It's your boy Modd. What are we doing today?
Today, we bring you reaction episode 27. But before we do that, just a shout out to our sponsor, Dave Stark from Stark Real Estate. They do real estate right. If you have any questions to handle all your real estate needs, click the link in the description below. Ask for your boy Dave. Tell him that the Metal Maniacs sent you. We appreciate it. Shout out Dave Stark for making this show possible in Stark Real Estate. But with that being said, reaction episode 27, bro. 27 of these. We did this 27 times. That's a lot of songs. First we did 6, and then we pumped it up to 8 because they were so short. So we've been listening to a lot of underground bands, trying to give the best feedback we can, and we appreciate all the bands that send things in, and also everybody that tunes in and listens to the podcast every single week, likes it, shares it, subscribes, whatever. We appreciate all that, and if you could do that, that helps us out a lot. What's up with you, buddy?
Oh, man, just hanging out at the house, chilling inside, staying warm. You know what it is.
Yep, sure.
Sunday, probably play some video games, probably try not to be too productive today. As mentioned, it just moved a bunch of equipment around like last night and this morning, just got it all set back up. So it's fun lugging gear around, as any musician knows, right? Like it's just something special about the 10 trips up and down the stairs, making sure that the most important amp does not get dropped, you know?
Yep, absolutely.
It's just like the other things
left behind.
Yeah, everything else can bang and clang around except for like the one precious that it's like, no, you don't even get, don't you touch that. That's mine. I carry that fucker.
It's a very delicate process getting it to point A to point B. I just got my E-kit yesterday, and it's like these 3 giant fucking boxes, so I got to figure out I got to set that up. And
where's that going to go? I'm
going to probably just put it in the studio over there.
Okay.
So, yeah. I think it's a pretty nice one too, but it's not going to be such a footprint that it's going to be like as big as a regular drum set or something, you know. It'll be a smaller footprint, but I think it'll fit fine in the corner. But I got it so I can hook it up to the computer, and then I have a lot of options to write and record. So
you're going to get back on a kit again, is what you're saying?
That might be it, but I have options from, doing the solo project if I want drummers on it. It's like I got this real sick E-kit, and it's like you're gonna run it through Superior Drummer anyway, and I got all these sick sounds on the computer for it. So it's like I could have anybody come over that could play on that. And if they have additional cymbals and stuff, I could always just mic those live, or this one also I could get cymbal expansion packs and stuff for. So, pretty stoked for that. But it is kind of another thing that I have to put on the docket to do is like, cool, I got it. Now I have to fucking put it together. And bro, I was talking to Brian last night, and it was like I had to buy a pair of drumsticks for it, and those were $15 just for a pair of drumsticks. It's like, man, you don't want to be breaking no drumsticks, boy, at $15 a pop. And I'm sure some of them are more expensive. I just got the standard set just so I had something for the kit, because obviously they don't come with them. But yeah, drums expensive.
Love it. Yeah, all good gear expensive. I don't even want to talk about the gear that I don't have that I want. Like the price tag on some things.
But also, in a situation like this, it's like, we talk about doing other music too, but we could always, now I can have just drummers come over and write or record parts in the room that write to the computer, like make it very, very simple and straightforward. You know what I mean?
Yes. I'm excited. That could be a lot of creativity in the future with a little tool like an E-kit.
Exactly.
That's what Shaner's on. I've been jamming with him, and he can set the tone to mimic any sound that he wants.
Yep.
So he's got this great sound in E-kit that he pumps through the PA. And in the past, I hadn't liked that. I didn't like the way the E-kit resonated in the room. But in this instance, it's a small room, and he's got a punchy enough PA where, and it can handle the bass drum, and it takes on the tone of the particular bass drum that he chose well. So I was actually vibing to it. Like I didn't, this time it didn't like put me off as before it did. It didn't work out before. I didn't feel it.
I also think tones, man, like all the drum tones and stuff are so much better now. Like, just with a Superior Drummer and all the technology that we have, it's like, man, you got just amazing drum tones that you can replace, So you don't even.
I think as long as those E-kits have like a good like sensitivity or response to actual drumming, like the footwork, and it's not gonna trigger or misfire or whatever. I think that was a problem for my dudes at first, but he got it resolved.
Yeah, a lot of that sensitivity settings and like dynamics, how hard you play, things like that. A lot of that's just settings because it is just triggered, but it's also about like I got one with mesh heads, so it's going to be a more natural bouncy feel and everything. So it's not, like I said, I think with those E-kits, like you got to have a mid-tier to higher tier one for it to kind of even be worth anything. So I actually went for more of a mid-tier type thing. They do get really pricey, but you can't spend $500 on one and be like, yeah, this is going to be sweet. You know what I mean? You might be able to for a beginner or something, but like you got to get something a little higher than that. So
yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty stoked with it, man. It's going to open up a lot of possibilities. Like I said, even with the solo stuff I'm working on, I have the option to have drummers. I can work with any drummer that's willing to come record their parts on an E-kit, basically, in the room. You know what I mean?
Sweet.
So just a creative tool. But yeah, you ready to get into reaction episode number 27, my man?
I think we can do that. I'm all queued up.
Yeah, hell yeah. So I am ready to go here. I'm ready for some heavy. And I'm having an inclination that this first one's going to be heavy. So first band for today on reaction episode 27, Circle of Dead Nerves. Hi, we are Circle of Dead Nerves, a band from Stockholm playing what we call Stockholm filth, a blend of hardcore, power violence, new metal, and the classic HM2 sound. We're a relatively new band and recently released a music video 3 weeks ago, and were recommended to reach out to you and wanted to share it. Hope you enjoy the track. It's from our upcoming EP, The Art of Death and Suicidal Thoughts. Okay, I'm down for this. Everything you just said made me very happy. And if you're from Stockholm and someone told you to send this, that kind of makes me happy because someone from somewhere seen our podcast and told you from Stockholm to send this in. So I'm
amazing.
Down with this.
Yes.
You let me know when you're ready, bro. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. I just didn't know if you wanted to follow along with the video because it is a music video. Okay,
I do. Yeah.
I will count it down for you.
Sure.
But obviously you should be able to hear the audio now. So 3, 2, 1, go.
They
Wow, what a way to start the show. Nailed it with the description, Stockholm filth. Everything about that was filthy, from the video to the tones to the vocals to just the brutal heaviness of the track. Like, just filthy. All praise. Wow, Circle of Nerves with Death Feels Like Home. What a brutal track. God, gotta warn some people about that. You gotta like your terror type, visceral horror movies to enjoy that one. That one you could see not just the disgusting faces I was making from the riffs and the vocals, but also and the beat drops, but also the video was rough. It was cool though. It was good. It was good. I have a small capacity to watch things like that. Now I don't need to watch something like that for like 6 months. It's fine. But I could see that, and that's cool. It was a good video. It was a great video. Great fucking song. Stoked on that one. So all the way from Stockholm, though, I love it. Cheers to anybody listening overseas, outside of the U.S. That's great. I'm blown away every time. It's like it's a small little family we got going on here, but we're worldwide. I love it.
Absolutely. So Circle of Dead Nerves. Oh my goodness, man, that track absolutely ruled. I loved it. I want to hear the whole EP. I want to review that whole EP. I want to talk about that band more. I loved everything about it. So nasty, so filthy, but oh god, man, that's one of my favorite things I've heard on this show. And we've heard a lot of great shit on the show, but something about that just did everything it needed to do for me this morning. Yeah, there was some nasty.
Original.
Yeah, there was some nastiness, gore in the video, but I thought the shots of the band were super sick.
Yes,
like the way it was all the blurriness and the dark room, but you could still see the silhouette. Yeah, dude, that was just, I was like, oh, that is cool as shit, because it's like simple, it's not overdone, but it's like just so impactful and then the music on top of it, and then like
throwing down.
Yeah, the breakdown, and then like the breakdown on the breakdown that was super simple on the drums, like literally a 1-2 beat, but it just didn't really get any heavier when that guitar was chugging. Yeah, dude. That was incredible, dude. Thank you so much, Circle of Dead Nerves, for finding us, and I'm going to continue to follow your band, and you definitely got a fan today, so... And if we're on that great British Bake Off show, I would have given you a handshake. So I'm just telling you that right now. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but the guy gives a handshake if your pie is really good or whatever the fuck. So,
that's awesome.
So
I've watched the show. I didn't notice. I watched that show so much I didn't realize that was like a thing.
Yeah, so that Paul guy, that's the main, dude. He's like the guy.
Yeah,
like if he gives you a handshake afterwards, that's like the highest praise you can get, basically, on the show.
It's interesting. I'm learning something from you about a show that I watch. That's British culture that you don't particularly necessarily historically enjoy. How did I miss this? That's hilarious.
Well, I'm glad I could help learn you something today, my friend. It's usually the other way around. So,
all
right,
we're
cool.
Here to teach each other.
All right, buddy. Next band. Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry, Cognition. You got to follow that, though. That was so incredible. Oh, man, that was fucking cool. Cognition.
To follow.
Yeah, but we'll take each one as it goes, like we always do. So no comparisons here on the show. It's just, God, that was nasty, dude.
Yeah, I'm ready for the next best thing.
Yeah. All right, Cognition. Hello, I'm excited to introduce Cognition, a Springfield, Missouri-based hard rock band with an unforgettable female vocalist. We just released our debut single, The Game, now streaming on all platforms. So before I read this, man, remember the last, I think it was 26 or 25? Both of those had some banger female vocalists on those ones, dude. I remember those. I
think it was two amazing vocalists that had over the top, choral contributions. They're great. Yes,
they were so good. But yeah, back to Cognition. The game delivers a hard-hitting modern rock metal sound with intense energy and atmosphere, and we believe it could be a great fit for your audience. We'd be honored if you take a moment to listen and consider it for rotation, playlist placement, or coverage. Assuming that's like a email they send everybody. The game, blah, blah, blah. I guess they just give a Dropbox link here. So let's see what this link takes us to, brother. I forgot I got to do it here anyway.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure you did. You see that little message I slid over to you in the chat?
Oh, that was
in the
you?
studio chat? Yeah.
Okay. No, not yet.
So I don't know if that was because if that was on my end. I was watching the video on mute, but like 20 seconds in, like the quality of the audio took a dive. I could still hear and jam out the song fine, but it diminished.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's just
20.
maybe it's just the recording. I'll keep an eye on that for the edit or whatever. All right, you ready?
Yeah, let's see how this time I don't have anything to watch, so I'm going to see if the quality
Yeah.
does the same thing this time. But
yeah, the game by Cognition. Here we go.
It's like we're on a mission to ruin everything. While we sit here thinking, is this love or suffering? It doesn't really matter. You are my favorite thing. Never learned my lesson. Benefits of poisoning. There is just one thing that I know. Life is wrong without you. Hey, won't you tell me your game? You don't wanna be by yourself. Tell me what is your game? I guess we'll find out for ourselves. Oh, I said, hey, won't you tell me your game? Don't tell me that we're not the same. No, we're always stressing, afraid to lose our minds. Our life is still so crazy, yeah, we do it all the time. Doesn't really matter, you are my favorite thing. Never learned my lesson, benefits of poisoning. There is just one thing that I know. Life is wrong without you. Hey, won't you tell me your game? You don't wanna be by yourself. Tell me what is your game? I guess we'll find out for ourselves. Oh, I said, hey, won't you tell me your game? Don't tell me that we're not the same. Don't tell me we're not the same. Oh, yeah.
All right. That might be a little on the lighter side. A complete 180 from the first band, obviously. You know, Metal Maniacs might be a little bit of a stretch to have that on the show, but it was a good, cool song, kind of a hard rock song or whatever. Most of the ones we played on the show have been good. That was a great song. The singing was definitely the highlight on that. The songwriting was good. Kind of a little toolish in there a couple times, but it was pretty
beat.
good. If I was going to say anything, like the mix wasn't totally bad, but I think what could have took that recording from a good recording to a great recording was dialing in that guitar tone. That guitar tone totally diminished the quality of everything else that was going on there, and it was more of a tone thing, not even a sound like the playing was good, but it was just like for some reason it got the clean guitar was great.
Yeah.
Because it was like all in the mix. But as soon as you went to that heavy guitar, like all the tone and everything was just sucked out of the whole mix because of it. So that was the only thing that was kind of the down point, because that big chorus could have been bigger if that guitar tone was really dialed in and nice and beefy and crunchy. Especially because of the riff wasn't anything crazy. So it's like you can get away with a little bit more of that beefiness in there when you're not doing as much, right? So I would have liked, like I said, that would have took that to the next level. It was good though. I mean, tasteful, good songwriting. I love the chorus, the hook, the transitions were good. The way, and then she hung up on the vocals over the top. Pretty cool band, man. I will say that. Like, I definitely enjoyed it. Extreme Metal or Metal Maniacs. We're really toeing the line on that one. That one was almost like maybe should have had that one vetted, but it's all good, guys. We'll play your stuff, but
yeah. We're going to show love to our organic musicians all day. Great vocalist, obviously.
Way to put that.
Yeah, obviously the show stealer right there, the vocalist, and a great one too. Love the kind of like a bluesy soul, bit of a croon, but I did love it. Really smooth voice overall, and great vocal control. And I did like the melody, especially with respect to like the clean passage, and it was a great way to follow up what we just listened to, because like there's no other way to go with that one. And now this will segue nicely into anything else, because the next thing is likely going to be heavier, but still a good song. And I don't mind sharing rock music, even though I do like bands to always like, once you got this far and we tell you like next time it's got to be 10 times heavier and you got to have some muscle on it, please. But it was a beautiful song. It was a beautiful song. It was pretty. I'll give it to him. Hats off. It was pretty good. And I back your tone sentiments on some of the production quality. But great vocalist, and keep doing what you're doing, and you're going to get better the more you do it. So cheers to you. It was good.
Absolutely. All right. Moving on, we have the Omen Machine. So this is a familiar name. That's been on the show before. It says, hey guys, a while back you were cool enough to review one of my songs, so I'm reaching out to let you know about a couple sick new metals songs we've dropped. The Wet Bandits featuring Greg Burgess from Allegion, and Delay, Deny, Defund, and it says, thanks for your consideration, Colin Buse. I guess we're going to go with the Wet Bandits because I really do fuck with Home Alone. So
did you want to do there's a YouTube then, right?
Is there
video? Yeah.
Oh, sure. Let's do that one.
No, count me in on this one.
All right, the Omen Machine, Wet Bandits featuring Greg Burgess. Are you ready, brother?
Yeah. Do it.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
You left the water running, didn't you, Colin? What's wrong with you? Why do you do that? I told you not to do it.
Brian, it's our calling card. We're the Wet Bandits.
Yummy. Good God, that was great. Man,
Wow.
yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, so is it me? Yeah, I think so.
That's you,
So
dude.
top
Yeah.
tier musicianship, top tier quality production, tongue firmly planted in cheeks, super awesome sense of humor, just great lyric video. Where to begin?
Man.
Just so many great things just happened to me in the last 3 minutes that I don't know which one to attack first. God, that video was so hilarious. Like just the little things that they slid in there. So for example, if you're watching with us, you know, like you could see it, but if you're not, the guy's glass is lit up while he's doing the solo, and it's just beaming at me while he's doing the solo, and it's just little touches like that sent me, and I'm like trying to focus on how awesome the song was. So I want to call attention to like that chorus part where in the video the water starts rising. I'm starting to laugh at like the video, but also like that chorus was just good. It was so deep, and like I loved the vocal on that, like that clean kind of deep, you know, approach that they took on that one. It was really smooth.
Yeah, that
Jay,
might have been
your thoughts on it?
vocalist.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But that was a really great song, and I really appreciate the Omen Machine. I remember these guys went to their socials, and I looked, and I was like, okay, I remember we listened to them. I knew we listened to them before, but now I could remember better. Like, you know, my original reaction to them was like, oh my God, these guys are amazing and funny. So again, it still stands today. They are amazing and funny.
For me, as a guitar player, I will be practicing as soon as this podcast is done. Thanks for that inspiration. Geez, Pete, that was incredible. All the little details about the lyric video was more than just the lyrics popping up. That was just like animations throughout. I thought it was so well done, so high quality. Also, like kind of funny and quirky, and obviously if you have any ties to Home Alone, we watch it every Christmas Eve, so it's like you know, so it's just one of those things where it's like it's also pretty cool, and you don't take it so serious, but the music is so damn serious, especially when they're just going into that double bass chuggy, like on that melodic kind of riff. I was just like, man, wow. I remember liking the last thing we heard, like, oh, this was great, but something about this was next level type shit, man. Like that was absolutely phenomenal, dudes. Like I don't know. I mean, I was just there's all great notes. I mean, no notes, all great marks, I should say. No notes, like
top marks.
End of day. There's nothing else that you really need to change. I thought it was fucking awesome. Repeating parts, you know, but still so technical and flashy, but you know, groovy and just pissed off. Just like kind of like death metal for 2026, really, man. Just kind of the, you know.
Yeah, I think I went to outer space during the guitar solo, and I was kind of imagining myself playing the guitar solo, and I was like, oh my God. And then I had to come back, and I'm like, I'm never playing this shit. But I definitely like had an out-of-body experience for a second there during that song. That was a great, great song, man. I loved it so much. Great send-in.
Woo! Fucking sweeping and tapping in your mind.
Well, yeah, I like to see how far in my mind I'm like, okay, possible, a little bit of practice. Yep, we're there. And then I'm like, and then they kick it up, like they double speed everything, and I'm like, not for a very, very long time.
Yeah. Couple 5,000 more hours until that.
Yep. It was like you had me in the first half, dog. I was with you, but then you started going nuts, and I was like, God, man, maybe I'll pick up my bass again though.
Started doing
something gnarly.
That buried alive type shit.
Yep, exactly. I went there too. I thought of him. Something about it, like the tones kind of took me to his stuff. Yeah.
Just that alien. Yeah.
Yep. Them aliens, damn it. All right,
cool. Next band. Thanks. That was fucking awesome. Piss on Christ. So this is one that you bring up on Sunday. Says Chapel Demolition. You don't know what you're talking about. Hang the Pope. There's a brand new music video for the song Piss on Christ here. Dan Castro vocals guitar, Pat Riley lead guitar solo, Kelly Conlon bass, and Ronnie Palmer drums.
Kelly Conlon, unless I'm mistaken, wasn't he the bassist on Death Symbolic?
You might want to look that up.
I will do that while you keep setting this up.
And then we have 7 albums out, a covers EP coming in March. We covered Deep Purple, Q5, and Iron Maiden, and the 8th album is being finished up. The covers EP features the return of Suffocation's Eric Moretti behind the kit he played on our 4th and 5th album. So yeah, that very would be possible if You have Eric. God, Eric's so good, dude. I remember seeing him a handful of years back with Suffocation, and that boy, I just remember leaving that show being like, that dude never missed one bass drum note. Like, that's how sick he was. I was like, wow. The seventh blasphemous slab. What's up, buddy?
Oh, I just can't be certain because I don't see the piss on Christ coming up under his name, but at least not on the wiki page. But yeah, there is a Kelly Conlon bassist, and this guy is probably he.
Okay.
I have to dig a little deeper. Keep going. I'm ready. Or actually, am I?
Sure.
What are we doing?
3, 2, 1, go.
There he is. Woof. Hell yeah.
All right, man. That was super cool. Some thrashy black and roll. Kind of, leading into almost some of that more blackened death metal, like Belphegor type stuff.
Okay.
Some even, harkens to some Rotting Christ when they were a little bit faster back in the day. Yeah. So, and they've since returned a little bit faster too, as much. But overall, awesome track. I just love the whole vibe of it. I see what they were going for, and they achieved it. And it's kind of like some of that '90s gritty, dirty death metal, Blackened, filth, and they had a message to say. Obviously, they're talking about that, and I mean, and then all of the titles of the songs and albums and stuff. It's definitely some satanic shit. Definitely not having the Christ in the life, Christians, and undo the Bible Belt. God is a fake human construct. So they're definitely getting their Glenn Benton on for sure.
Yeah,
so
I was gonna say they're striving for a particular audience, and they would do well at a Deicide concert
for sure.
Great track. Just reminded me of some of that thrash death metal from the 90s too. I was thinking Sadist, but you started to mention some things that I didn't pick up on because I'm not as familiar with like the Belphegor and some of that Blackened death metal. I'm like, okay, that makes sense too, because it wasn't as like intricate or technical as the Sadist. It just reminded me of that beat and the bass playing too in the middle. That was Kelly Conlon of Death Symbolic album. Yes, it was him. That playing wasn't on Symbolic though, unfortunately, but his playing on that track was pretty smooth. So I really appreciated what he did in the middle there, and just a great track overall. Fun, 2 minutes. Overall, this thing is 7 songs. It probably clocks in at about 25 minutes or less. Good stuff. Loved it.
Oh, yeah. All right, cool. Moving on. This one is called Scorched Mind, Embracing the Dying Sun Out Now. It says, formed in late 2023, the Northeastern Pennsylvania quartet, Scorched Mind, Michael Taher guitar, Mind Power, and James Slattery drums, Sleep Sculptor Toothless, along with Jake Moyer vocals, Sleep Sculptor, and Jim Conlin, another Conlin, bass, Machine Arms. Set out to form a chaotic blend of sludgy, unrelenting beat down grooves, blasting death metal carnage, and metallic HM2 driven hardcore riffs. Scorched Mind's sound is somewhat unique, but draws heavy inspiration from bands like Nails, Full of Hell, and Harm's Way. The end result is a barrage of sonic punishment and crushing violence. The band released their debut self-titled EP in May of 2024, shortly after entering Novo Studios in Swowersville, Pennsylvania, with Eric Navarowski, lead engineer and producer. Stationed there, the band honed in on their sound as individuals, but also at First Time Collective, creating an absolutely devastating experience for the listener to fully immerse themselves in. Fast forward to early 2025, the band quickly got to work tracking 11 new songs in New Jersey with Matt Giacomo, drummer of the Acacia Strains and the band End, engineer, producing, mixing, mastering the effort. The standalone Signal Depravity will be featured on the LP, which is titled Embracing the Dying Sun, available everywhere on August 7th, 2025.
Give me more. Fuck
Bro.
Is it you or me? Because I got a lot to say about this one. You?
It's you. It's you.
It's me? Okay. Yep. Fuck. All right. New rule. If your band is this fucking good and the shit you send us is this fucking good, you have to come on our show. You have to sit. Have to Zoom call us or do some interview with us for like 20 or 30 minutes.
Yeah, sure.
Like that's where I'm at with you now. If the show and the send in like keeps getting this good, this fire, you got to now start coming on the show too to talk about it with us because I'm just that geeked up about what I just heard. God, that was good. They laid it out for us really nice with the descriptions, but some of them riffs, like, just give it to me. It's so good, so heavy. And that one riff they drilled down on so hard, just like, so damn good. Like 8 times in a row before they went out of it into something else. But God, what a great song. What a great send-in. What a great band. Scorched Mind, Depravity. Oh, man, I could go for some more of that right now, man. That was great.
Yeah, I mean, you said nails and like fuming mouth and all that like right off rip, so I knew it was going to be something I was going to enjoy. But yeah, that thing was nasty, but it was melodic. It was just heavy in your face. I love when he dude just crashing on that ride. I'd love to hear more of that. Definitely a fan of that band. Another one, No Notes, had some today that are just fabulous already. My goodness, 3 amazing bangers on today's show already. But yeah, that was excellent. It's hard to say what I want to say about it because I just want to say nothing but good things about it because it is fucking fantastic, man.
Everything about that was great. From production, songwriting, riffs, had some melody in there.
The vocal variety was sick, especially when he's doing like them really like kind of gnarly, raspy snarls. I was like, that's so pissed, dude. Yeah, that band absolutely rules. Let's put them on the list. I definitely want to talk to this Circle of Dead Nerves band too, because god damn, they're sick too, from Stockholm. Cool. We ready to move on?
Yeah, absolutely. That was great.
Or you just want to play the rest of their album?
I mean, I feel like I need to have a cigarette. I need to kind of step outside and catch my breath. That's good.
That actually brings up an idea, so we'll pin mark that and we'll come back to it after we're done with the show. Sure. I just had an idea, but let's move on to the next one. So
should I take this one? You want me to read this part?
Yeah, please go ahead.
This is all straight out of.
You can read this whole thing if you want, bro. You can introduce it.
This is a short one, right? The next one, Unverkalt.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we got one. Hey, Jick. Hey, Jick. That's great. I can read. I thought I would take the reading up for you. I thought I'd help you out.
No, I appreciate it actually, but
I thought I'd throw you because the language is rough here. It says, "Hey, Nick and Jason, Unverkalt are releasing the second single from their upcoming third album, Hereditary, today. I would love for you to add Ov Prometheus to your rotation. While it sets fire to the myth of man's creation, the post-metal band's latest song is ignited by the band's newly blackened spark. You can watch the song's haunted music video on the Season of Mist YouTube channel," and then link here. And then there's much more. They've given us a story. Okay, I didn't realize. Should I read all of this? They did send it to us. I am game. Let's do it.
Oh, go ahead, buddy. Yeah,
I'll at least blast through what seems most relevant.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so we got one, Oath of Prometheus. This is a 6-minute track we're about to dive into. So, while still possessed by a cinematic vision, Unverkalt are throwing back the velvet curtain in favor of the veil. On their upcoming third album, and first since signing with Season of Mist, the post-metal luminaries plunge into the darkness that awaits us all. Hereditary now stands as their heaviest and most heartfelt offering. Looking forward to it. Quote, "Gothy, doomy, ethereal," Brooklyn Vegan wrote in describing the album's lead single, Die Ausschlung. Yeah, that's tough. Today, Unverkalt are releasing the second advanced single from Hereditary when it is myth of man's creation. Oath of Prometheus is ignited by the band's newly blackened spark. Okay, so we got the point there. I think. Thank you for all of that bio information. And I have no idea what more we're going to be in for because if the lyrics are in English, that would be nice. Not that I would. I do kind of. At this point, I always have a notion of trepidation. Like I want to know what the content is as I'm promoting it. So hopefully that is.
Yeah, absolutely.
That one I'm curious about. But was there a link?
And that's a great way to put that. That's a great way to put that because when we had our discussion with Sean and I was talking about that Eland band or whatever, and I was talking, I didn't want to be misconstrued and saying that like nobody would like it because it wasn't in English, but it's just like you said, it's nice to know what content you're listening to. It just makes it a little easier for, to understand sometimes.
It's something. Sometimes it's important because for some listeners, it's like I liked that until I found out what they were saying.
Right. Sure. Absolutely.
And then that creates a conflict. But anyway, let's see what they've got. I'm ready. Right, I've got it queued up.
Oh, dude, that was killer. It was very unique. It was its own thing. I loved blasting out with the black metal type shit right off rip, like in the blasting and everything. I was like, yeah, absolutely great. I love that. The vocals were interesting. The mix between the clean and the like fierce, just piercing, like that black metal scream she had on her was something else, like that piercing high pitched scream. But yeah, that was really cool, man. It was his own thing. I definitely liked it.
Man, this is so many good things to say about this, but I think the main thing I want to say is that was beautiful. And this is the sort of thing that I like to highlight when we say that, yeah, metal is also like musical and very provocative emotionally and beautiful. Still have a little catch because that was very well done, and hats off to them. They got me just live right here, just trying to pull it back because that was very beautiful and very heavy. Yes, all of the things, but I think they really did what they were set out to do in delivering a very provocative, emotional black metal piece. The way I'm feeling about that right now is probably what they were going for, and they won me over with the first song I ever heard by him here now. And I just want to say those banshee vocals, like immediately, I think for the first 30 seconds of the song, I was stunned. I was just like, with the blasting and the chords, I was like, just trying to like, holy cow, dial it in. But thank you for the send in. I think today I'm going to go buy a scratch off ticket, a little lottery ticket, if you will, because so many great, amazing send ins. I feel like it's kind of my lucky day to, like every song is just like, holy cow, better than the last one. But that was very beautiful. So Unverkalt, I'm following now. That was of Oath of Prometheus. Excuse me. What a beautiful video too. Check that out if you're listening at home and you didn't get a chance to see that one with us. Do that. That was great.
I mean,
top
that's
tier.
That's what art is supposed to do, give you some kind of emotional reaction, and that's cool that did that. And I mean,
just took me there.
Yeah,
it just took me there, man. Sucked me right in.
Sometimes you get those goosebumps, and it just takes you there. You know, man. It's just like it invoked a feeling, right? So.
Absolutely. All
right, moving on. So next, Only Human. It says Only Human are announcing their debut album today. Planned Obsolescence comes out March 27th, 2026 on Season of Mist. I would love for you to cover the album's new single on your YouTube channel. If you're interested, please let me know. While fresh on the scene, these Danish upstarts are already on the verge of a major breakthrough. Planned Obsolescence invents an existential form of prog metal for our dystopian future. Automata transmits a chilling message for the future, but the band's cutting-edge fusion hits deep like a deep breath of fresh air. During the music video, 3 thrill seekers follow guidance from their smartphone. Good times are along the way, but tragically, they never stop to question where it's leading them to a dead end. So, the suspenseful video from the album's lead single, Automata.
We're doing that.
Come on!
always listening. Sounds like a party waiting to happen. Shall I suggest a game to spice things up?
Burned into your
was a great short film I just watched with a really amazing soundtrack to it. And I want to let all the listeners at home know that there's a cool little movie within the podcast today that they can go search out on YouTube. You want to find the Season of Mist YouTube site to look up Only Human with the track Automata that we just listened to there. That was amazing. That was great. Kind of falls in line with that progressive gent core, metalcore thing that's going on right now. I love it. Now, according to the YouTube page here, it does say existential prog metal for our dystopian future. Yeah, good stuff. That's what I just watched on the video there. So great production. Everything about that was professional. I'm kind of blown away by the quality of music that we're being sent to listen to. Not only the quality of the music, but also the video production that we've seen in a couple of these things now is like professional and what you would aspire to, and can't ask for more than what I've seen and heard on some of these tracks. So just an amazing submission from these Danes in Only Human. What, man, I listen to some more of that for sure. That was great.
Yeah, for me, I think that was everything about that was done well. I mean, top tier professional band. Obviously, if they're on Season of Mist, I see they don't have a lot of followers, but I know they're kind of a newer band to them or whatever. But still, pretty big label to be on. But that music video was completely high quality, top notch, all the way around shot. It literally looked like a mini movie, and the music fit it well. Loved all like the integral parts of the video that they kind of stop the music and stuff for too, like, you know, like with the scream and all that different stuff throughout there. So yeah, great job. Awesome band. Everything about it, top tier professional. The bass was banging in it. The drums were on point with all the kind of some of them weird timings and some of the little weird structural stuff that they're doing. The clean singing was excellent. For me, just on a personal thing, I personally need a little bit more to jam something like that, because it is all clean vocals on that, in that style of music. I need a little more angst, but there might be more on the rest of the record. But yeah, I need a little more to sink my teeth in as far as a heavy release. But you know, with that, like, it's different if it's like a radio rock thing for me, like a Dayseeker type thing or Bill Murray type thing. Like if it's more, I can deal with the clean singing if it's kind of more of those kind of structures where it's a little more simplified or whatever. But when you're going on all these long tangents, I need a little bit more of that rough vocal in there to break that up on some of these long adventures that we're going on. So, but still great stuff. I mean, you guys, top tier band. Appreciate the send in. It's awesome.
Love it. Yeah, amazing.
And
keep killing it.
Yep, and it looks like we are on our last submission for Reaction 27. It's been a good one. But the Paradigm Shifter, is the next one. They give us an album demo, give it a listen, let us know what you think, and then they said they'd love to come on the podcast. A lot of times that's not always possible and feasible because there's just too many people to have on the podcast, but especially when you only do them one a week. If this was our job. And by the way, we forgot to mention that on the last episode too, last couple, that we do have a Patreon now. So if you guys want to get episodes free and you want to support us and help support this show, $5 gets you signed up for all the free episodes, and we'll also have a bonus episode for the $5 tier on there each month as well. What that's going to be, we're kind of discussing. Probably by the time this one comes out, though, we'll already have it situated. But
it's
I
new to us.
To say that. Yeah,
it's new to us too. So it's new to everyone.
But so we're going to listen to this Paradigm Shifter album demo thing. We get real apprehensive with demos around here, so we would assume that you're familiar enough or listen to episodes that we hope that this is a very high quality demo. And he didn't send us much information about the band, but we'll just.
Yeah, I sampled it for a few seconds just to make sure that the link worked for me. Where it should be good.
assume that's one track right there. But oh my God, dude, that was incredible.
That
was
great.
fabulous. I'm assuming they're an instrumental band, but
Yeah, they are.
the chord work on that dun 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 dun, they like repeated it and they were like dun, and then they shifted the chord and then went to the lower one and then brought it back. Oh, dude, that was just fantastic way to put those notes. Just a fantastic way to put those notes together and to not have it so simple, just the one riding on that thing. The rhythms were excellent. The riffs were awesome. The guitar solo, bringing me into like some NES days or whatever. It was funny, we mentioned Keytar, I think, in the last episode as well. So didn't realize, if you had that on your bingo Metal Maniacs card, that we'd mentioned Keytar in 2 reaction episodes.
Right.
You definitely won
back.
today. But, dude, nothing but great things to say about that. Oh, my God. That was really badass. Guitar tone was sick.
Amazing instrumental band. I did not catch, I'm looking, they play a bunch of shows around us.
Paradigm Shifter?
Yeah, they've been on, Pyramid Scheme with Met's Fire. I saw Skeletone's performance back in like October of 2025. So these guys are like they were on the Dangerfield podcast, friends of ours. They did Mulligan's Pub back in 2024. So they must not be too far away. And we're already following them. So something that we're, I guess, vaguely familiar with in our circle, but great song, great musicians, great production.
Absolutely.
Very fun. And so before I move on from their song, I just want to say I was imagining some vocals until I lurked out like they're just an instrumental band. So anybody else listening, like there will be no vocals on any of their songs, but as far as demo quality goes, like, dude, that's ready to go. I don't know what we're doing with it, but that's good. So that's the kind of demo quality I like, would hope for if I'm going to have to listen to a demo, but that was awesome. I mean, I was about to say awesome production. I don't even know where to go from there, like what more we're doing with it. But pivoting off of that, I wanted to say that this kind of reminded me, the last couple of songs kind of reminded me of some of the stuff in our backyard where you got like an Annex Void or Atwater band, like, so, and I've said this before on the show too, if you can show me like some, top tier band, then I'll show you one in our backyard that does a very similar style of music very well, and I want to bring these worlds together. Like, and Paradigm Shifter, you sound like you'd be a professional top tier band signed and touring the world, and even if you're not, you sound like it to me, and I feel like
Sure.
you should do shows with Annex Void and Atwater, and I hope to see these guys live because that was great. That was fun. Great musicianship,
Absolutely.
great song. Loved it. Thank you.
Yeah, all good marks on over here, especially for like demo. I mean, if they've been playing shows since 24 though, and we're into 26, I wonder why they only have a demo out. But things take time too. I totally understand that. Things cost money as well, and people live regular lives mostly if you're a musician, especially in this genre. So it's kind of hard. I totally get that. Shit takes time. We've had these 3 songs. The ISI still haven't put out 2 of them, so it's like things take time and get pushed under the rug, and then you're waiting for other people for things, and stuff happens. So whatever. But with that being said, man, another great episode of reactions. Had that one in there that was like on the lighter side, but it was still a good song. Then we just hammered the rest of the show with great songs too after that. So love the eclectic type of draw sometimes that we'll get on these, but man, we've been blessed to have some quality content coming through here lately.
It's mind blowing, and then just keep it coming. All the bands that have sent us something, like, tell your friends in another band, like, hey, send your music to these guys because we're getting a kick out of it. What a blast! There's so many cool songs that we've listened to in 27 episodes, man, that otherwise I don't see how we would have heard nearly as much, as we have. Like, what percent? It would be such a small percentage of just local things that we would have caught on to, but as we've been reacting, getting sent stuff from across the seas, like, it just blows my mind. I'm still always just kind of baffled by it, but I love it.
Oh yeah, but
I want more.
All right, buddy. I will. With that being said, make sure you go to the link in the description below. Brought to you by Stark Real Estate, Dave Stark and Stark Real Estate. make sure you click that link. Tell them we sent you. They make the show possible, so thank you guys. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, do whatever you have to do. Like I mentioned, we do have a Patreon if you want to help support the show, just so we can keep this show going. You can help produce the show. There are perks in the Patreon if you want to visit that. All the links are below for us as well. But yeah, we just want to keep growing. We want to keep playing these awesome bands and taking the time to do this. It's really fun. So we appreciate it. And with that being said, much love. Keep it metal. Peace.
Thank you so much for checking out the episode. Be sure to hit that like button and give us a share.
Yeah, and if you enjoyed our podcast today, please give it a rating on your streaming service to help us gain some exposure.
And if you really enjoyed the show, please give us a follow or hit that subscribe button and come hang out with us every week. And remember, keep it metal.